Good day po everyone. So this recording is about the answers na mga problems for process costing. So yung process costing na diniscuss natin from the last face-to-face meeting, but this time wala pang mga loss. So yung ano pa lang siya, kompleto pa siya na from excuse me, na meron lang tayong units completed and transferred as well as yung work in process ending. So wala pa siyang mga loss na kino-consider for these problems po na sasagutan natin for today. So it is found on anong page ba to? Page 283 of your book. So let us start with problem 1. So for problem 1, pinapa-compute lang naman sa atin yung mga Yusin ko lang to. So, pinapa-compute lang sa atin yung mga equivalent units of production under this following independent situations. So, meron tayong case A, B, C, D, and E. So, binigay sa atin yung units completed during the month as well as the units in process end of the month. Tapos, yung kanilang stage of completion. So, dun muna tayo sa case A. So, we have the units completed and transferred. So, units completed and transferred. So, lagay lang natin yung actual number of units nila. So, dito natin ilalagay si actual. Ang actual units completed and transferred is 10,000. Tapos, yung work in process ending natin, is 5,000 units. So, yung total units natin or units accounted for, so, since pinapa-compute lang naman si EUP, no, wag na natin lagyan ng formal na labeling. So, that is 15,000. So, sabi nga natin kapag completed and transferred po siya, always 100% yung kanyang work done. So, lagay natin dito 100%. Kaya 10,000 times 100%, ang equivalent units of production niya is also 10,000. Tapos, work in process natin is 5,000. So, 5,000 which is 1/2 completed siya. So, 1/2. So, multiply lang natin yan. Kuha tayo ng calculator dito. So, 5,000. 5,000 times, sobra pala. So, 5,000 times 1 divided by 2. So, that is 2,500. So, ibig sabihin, ang total equivalent units of production natin is 10,000 plus 2,500. So, plus lang natin yan. That is 12,500. So, highlight natin to. Gawin kong color red, no? Para alam nyo na ayan yung hinihingi doon sa problem natin. So, 12,500. Yun, ganun lang naman siya. So, ulitin lang natin to from the other cases. So, kopyahin ko na lang para hindi masyadong matagal, no? Yan, tapos, burahin na lang natin to. So, for case B, 26,000 yung units completed and transferred, whereas 8,000 naman yung work in process ending. So, itong 26,000 na completed and transferred, syempre 100% complete din yan. So, yung EUP niya or equivalent units of production is still 26,000. Whereas, itong 8,000 na work in process ending, 3/4 daw siya complete. So, lagay natin 3/4. So, multiply lang din natin yan. 8,000 times 3/4, that is 6,000. So, 6,000. So, plus lang natin yan. 26,000 plus 6,000, that is 32,000. So, ibig sabihin, 32,000 yung equivalent units of production. Yung actual natin is 34,000. So, hindi naman to hinihingi, no, yung actual. Ito lang naman yung kailangan, yung equivalent units of production. So, ulitin lang din natin for case C. So, for case C, burahin ko lang to. 12,000 yung units completed during the month. 2,000. Sorry, sobra ng 0 to. 12,000 yung units completed during the month. And then, 2,000 naman yung work in process ending. So, yung total actual natin is 14,000. Siyempre, for the units completed and transferred, that is 100% complete. Kaya 12,000 din yung kanyang equivalent units of production. For the work in process ending, 3/4 complete daw po siya. So, 3/4 complete. Kaya multiply natin yan, 2,000 times 3/4, that is 1,500. So, plus lang natin, 12,000 plus 1,500, ito yung sagot, 13,500. So, that is for case C. Di ko pala napalitan to. Then, for case D, meron tayong dalawang work in process ending. Tapos, magkaiba sila ng stage of completion. So, insert lang ako dito ng another row kasi nga dalawa na yung work in process ending natin. Tapos, burahin ko lang to. Yan. So, units completed and transferred for D, that is 20,000 units. Tapos, sa kanyang work in process ending, dalawa, merong 6,000, tapos meron ding 4,000. So, since magkaiba sila ng stage of completion, dapat lang na paghiwalayin natin sila. So, yung total actual natin is 30,000 units. So, yung work done ni units completed and transferred, of course, it is 100%, kaya 20,000 din yung equivalent units of production niya. Etong 6,000 units na work in process ending, 1/2 complete siya, whereas yung 4,000 units na work in process ending is 3/4 naman yung kanyang stage of completion. So, multiply lang natin yan. 6,000 times 1/2, that is 3,000. Tapos 4,000 times 3/4, that is 3,000 din. So, plus lang natin itong tatlo, 20,000 plus 3,000 plus 3,000, that is equivalent to 26,000. Ibig sabihin, for case D, ang equivalent units of production natin is 26,000 units. So, pwede nyo, mas mainam kung lalagyan natin ng word na units, no? Kaso, ayan, naka-number kasi to, no? So, last na for problem 1, that is for case E. So, for case E, same po ni case D, meron tayong dalawang work in process ending na magkaiba ang stage of completion. So, for the units completed during the month, that is 45,000. Tapos, units in process ending, isang 2,000, isang 3,000. So, for the units completed and transferred, 100% complete. So, that is 45,000. For the 2,000 work in process ending, 1/5 complete daw siya. Then, for the 3,000 work in process ending, 3/4 complete naman daw po siya. So, ayan, lagay lang natin. So, 2,000 times 1/5, so that is 400. Tapos, 3,000 times 3/4, so that is 2,250. So, total lang natin to, 45,000 plus 400 plus 2,250, that is 47,650. So, ayan naman yung equivalent units of production for case E. So, ganun lang naman kadali for problem 1. So, basta kapag completed and transferred siya agad-agad, that is 100% na. Tapos, kapag work in process ending, tingnan mo lang yung stage of completion. So, let us move forward to problem 2. So, for problem 2, sabi sa atin, compute the equivalent production for the month and compute the month's unit cost for each element of cost. So, equivalent units of production yung hinahanap or EUP, and pati na rin yung unit cost para daw sa each element of cost. Ibig sabihin, yung unit cost ng materials, ng labor, at saka ng overhead. So, dito natin ilagay si problem 2. So, the Casper Corporation recorded cost for the month of 15,750 for the materials, 40,950 for the labor, and 25,200 for the overhead. So, there was no beginning work in process inventory. 9,000 units were completed and transferred. So, 9,000 yung completed and transferred. Tapos, 2,000 naman were in process at the end of the period, 3/4 of which is completed. So, for a while. So, hindi naman tayo nire-requirean no, ng cost of production report. Kaya kahit hindi masyadong proper yung gagawin natin na format nitong magiging sagot natin. Kasi ang hinihingi lang naman sa atin is the equivalent units of production for the month at saka yung unit cost for each cost element. So, yung units na nasimulan natin during the month is yung 9,000 at saka yung 2,000. So, ibig sabihin, 9,000 plus 2,000, 11,000 units, yung units started po natin. Yan. O, ayan yung pinaka units to account for natin. Pero nga since hindi naman tayo hinihinga ng proper computation, kahit hindi na natin siya ilagay or hindi na natin siya i-consider. So lagay na lang natin yung units completed and transferred. So for the units completed and transferred ay meron tayong 9,000 units. So dito natin ilagay si actual, no? Yan. So 9,000 units. Tapos, meron din tayong work in process ending. For the work in process ending, 2,000 units naman po siya. So, i-total lang din natin. Yan. Ito yung units accounted for. So, hindi ko na sinulat si units to account for, no? Kasi nga, hindi naman cost of production report ang hinihingi sa atin. Tapos, since yan, lagay ko lang dito. Sabi po dito, 3/4 completed daw yung ating work in process ending. So, since hindi rin siya pinaghiwalay, no, parang wala naman sinabi na yung materials ina-add at the beginning or at the end of the process. So, i-assume natin na magkakasama sila, sabay-sabay sila dito sa 3/4 completed. Ibig sabihin, 3/4 siya as to materials, labor, at saka overhead. So, lagay natin dito is the work done, tapos dito naman yung equivalent units of production. So, sabi nga po natin, kapag ka units completed and transferred, it is always 100% complete. So, 100% ilalagay natin dyan. Ang equivalent units of production natin is 9,000. Tapos, for the work in process ending, that is 3/4 completed. So, place natin dito, 3/4. So, multiply natin yan. 2,000 units na work in process ending times 3/4. That is 1,500. So, add lang natin para makompute natin si equivalent units of production. So, 9,000 mula sa units completed and transferred, plus lang natin yung EUP ng work in process ending na 1,500. So, ang total EUP natin is 10,500. So, ulitin ko, equivalent unit of production yan para sa materials, labor, and overhead. Kasi hindi naman specifically sinabi na si materials ina-add sa ganito, ina-add sa ganyan. So, sinabi lang 3/4 completed. So, ibig sabihin, ang magiging general assumption mo doon, sabay-sabay silang ina-add. Si materials, si labor, tsaka si overhead. So, eto na yung sagot doon sa hinihingi sa atin kay number 1, which is the equivalent production for the month. 10,500 units. So, ulitin ko, mas mainam kung merong word na unit kasi equivalent production po ang hinahanap sa atin. Then, for the number 2, yung unit cost for each element. So, lalagay lang natin dyan si material, labor, at saka overhead. So, lagay lang natin dito yung cost during the month or cost for the month during the month. Ayan. So, for the materials, iisa-isahin lang natin yung binigay sa atin, 15,750. For the labor, 40,950. And for the overhead, 25,200. So, divide lang natin yan by the equivalent unit of production. So, pare-parehas lang sila na 10,500 yung EUP na magiging denominator nung computation natin. So, divide lang natin yan para makuha natin yung cost per unit. So, for the materials, 15,750 divided by 10,500. So, 1.5 pesos yung cost ni material. For the labor, 40,950 divided by 10,500, 3.90 naman sa labor. Then, for the overhead, 25,200 divided by 10,500, 2.40 naman po for the overhead. So, ayan yung hinihingi sa atin for number 2. Magkano yung magiging cost per unit for each element. So, each element, ibig sabihin, magkano yung cost per unit ni materials, cost per unit ni labor, and cost per unit ni overhead. So, that would be the answer. So, kung ito-total mo sila, pwede mong makuha yung total cost per unit, plus mo lang yan tatlong yan, 1.5 plus 3.9 plus 2.40. So, that is 7.80 pesos. Ayan. Lagay ko na lang dito, no? Total cost per unit. So, 7.80 pesos. Pero hindi naman yan hinihingi, no? Nilagay ko lang in case na hihingin po siya sa atin. So, ayun, ganun lang naman for problem 2. Let's move forward po with problem 3. So, for problem 3 po, ipinapakompute din sa atin yung equivalent units of production for the month under each of the following cases. So, these cases din is not related with each other. Magkakaiba po sila. So, start tayo with case 1. So, for case 1, sabi dito, started in process 10,000 units. So, ibig sabihin, 10,000 units yung sinimulan natin during the month. So, completed is 8,000 units. Work in process ending for the period is 2,000 units, which is 3/4 as to completion. So, 8,000 yung nakompleto, tapos yung work in process ending is 2,000 units, and they are 3/4 completed. So, all materials are added at the beginning of the process. So, ibig sabihin, lahat ng materials sa simula, binabagsak lahat. 100% of it. So, it has been discussed during your face-to-face discussion last week na kapag materials are added at the beginning of the process, ibig sabihin, basta nagsimula siya, kahit hindi siya nakompleto, it will be 100% complete as to materials. So, for case 1, lagay natin dito yung unit started. Unit started. So, actually, kahit hindi na nga sige, wag na natin ilagay. Pabago-bago yung isip. Ano ba yan? So, lagay na lang natin yung units completed and transferred. So, yung actual ng units completed and transferred natin is, gigitna ko lang to, no? Lakihan lang natin. So, gitna natin to. Medyo marami kasing columns ang kakailanganin natin for this. So, dito yung actual, tapos, lagay natin dito yung para sa materials. Kasi this time, magkaiba na yung percentage of completion ni materials at saka ni labor and overhead. So, dito naman si work done, dito naman si EUP. So, kopyahin lang natin. Tapos, lagay natin dito para naman sa labor and overhead. So, yung units completed and transferred po, ang kanyang actual is 8,000. Work in process ending is 2,000. So, lagay natin dito, 8,000. Tapos, yung work in process ending, ang kanyang actual ay 2,000. So, ito yung ating total units accounted for. Hindi ko na sinama yung units to account for, no? Because as I have mentioned, hindi naman yung proper format ng cost of production report yung hinihingi sa atin. So, yung total actual is equal lang naman siya doon sa units started natin, which is 10,000 units. So, kapag units completed and transferred, as we have mentioned, it is always 100% complete. So, 100% siya sa materials. So, ang equivalent unit niya ay 8,000. 100% din siya sa labor and overhead. So, 8,000 din yung kanyang equivalent units. So, work in process ending, ito yung kailangan nating i-identify, no? Sabi kay work in process ending, it is 3/4 completed. When it says that it is 3/4 completed, it only refers to the conversion cost. Conversion cost natin, ayun yung labor tsaka overhead. So, 3/4 completed siya. So, lagay natin dito kay labor and overhead ay 3/4. So, medyo lakihan pa natin to. Yan. So, lagay natin dyan 3/4. 3/4. Ayan, ganyan. So, 3/4 completed siya, ibig sabihin, hindi pa siya tapos. It is not yet done. However, all materials are added at the beginning of the process. So, if all materials are added at the beginning of the process, kahit hindi pa siya 100% complete, ibig sabihin, nabigay na lahat ng materials sa kanya. Kasi 3/4 to. 3/4 complete siya, which is 75%. So, ibig sabihin, dumaan siya dun sa beginning. So, as to materials, 100% ang naibigay sa kanya. So, 100% complete siya as to materials. Kaya, ang EUP niya sa materials ay 2,000, whereas for the labor and overhead, 2,000 times 3/4, 1,500. Yan. So, plus lang natin yung mga yan para ma-compute natin yung equivalent unit of production. So, ang equivalent unit of production ng materials, 8,000 plus 2,000, that is equal to 10,000 units. So, 10,000 units. Para naman sa labor and overhead, 8,000 plus 1,500, that is 9,500. Ayan, tama. So, ayan na yung magiging sagot natin, yung ating equivalent units of production. Kasi ayan naman po yung hinihingi doon sa ating problem. So, that is the answer for case 1. So, punta tayo kay case 2. Received from preceding department. So, received from preceding department, ibig sabihin, baka department 2 na ito. So, 40,000 units. Yung completed natin, 34,000 units. Yung work in process ending is 6,000 units, which is 1/4 completed. And all materials are added at the end of the process. So, kopyahin ko muna to, no? Para mabilis lang tayo. So, lagay natin dito, case 2. Tapos, burahin ko lang to. So, for this case, ang units completed and transferred natin, 34,000. Work in process ending, 6,000. So, 34,000 plus 6,000. So, ang total niyan, 40,000. Equal pa rin naman doon sa na-receive natin from the preceding department. Ulitin natin, sabi natin, pag units completed and transferred, always 100% sa lahat. So, 100% siya sa materials, 34,000 yung EUP niya. 100% sa labor and overhead, 34,000 din yung equivalent units of production niya. So, work in process ending, sabi it is 1/4 completed. So, yung 1/4 completed na yan sa labor and overhead yan, sa conversion cost. And take note, that all materials, lahat, 100% ng materials are added at the end of the process, sa dulo. Sa dulo ng proseso, nilalagay yung 100% ng materials. And this time nga, it is only 1/4 complete. So, kung 1/4 lang siya, hindi siya nakarating sa dulo. So, hindi siya nakarating sa end ng process natin. In that case, hindi siya nabigyan ng materials, walang naibigay sa kanya. Dahil nga 100% ng materials or all materials are added at the end of the process. Hindi siya nakarating sa end. So, hindi siya nabigyan ng kahit ano, ibig sabihin, 0% po iyan. Kaya ang EUP ng materials natin for the work in process ending ay 0. Para naman sa labor and overhead, 6,000 na actual multiply lang sa 1/4. So, 6,000 times 1/4, that is 1,500. So, ang EUP ng materials natin, 34,000 plus 0, that is 34,000. EUP ng labor and overhead, 34,000 plus 1,500. Ito po, 35,500. Ayan. So, ayan yung mga sagot, no? Yung mga equivalent units of production na nakapula. So, ayun, ganun lang for case 2. Next, for case 3, started in process is 40,000 units, completed ay 34,000, tapos yung closing inventory na goods in process daw, na 3,000 units is 1/3 completed, so magkakaiba ng stage of completion dito, yung mga work in process ending natin. So, 1/4 completed, 1/3 pala. So, completed is 34,000 units. Tapos, goods in process na 3,000 is 1/3 completed. Yung another 3,000 is 1/5 completed. Tapos, sabi dito, 75% of the materials are added at the beginning. So, 75% added at the beginning. Tapos, yung 25% daw is when the process is 1/2 complete. So, kopyahin ko muna to para meron tayong pagsusulatan. So, lagay natin case 3. Tapos, add lang ako ng isa pang row dito. Tapos, delete ko lang. So, plot muna natin yung actual. So, sa actual, yung units completed, 34,000 units. So, 34,000 units. Tapos, yung work in process ending, hinati sa dalawa, merong 3,000 units na 1/3 completed. Itong 1/3 completed na sinasabi dito, sa labor and overhead yan. So, merong 3,000 units na 1/3 completed sa labor tsaka sa overhead. Tapos, meron ding 3,000 units na 1/5 completed naman. So, meron ding 3,000 units na 1/5 completed naman siya. Yan. So, kapag tinotal mo itong actual, 34,000 plus 3,000 plus 3,000, 40,000. So, ibig sabihin, 40,000 units din siya. Equal pa rin doon sa units started in process natin na 40,000 units. Kasi nga wala naman tayong loss no, dito sa case na to. Okay. And then, sabi dito, 75% of the materials are added at the beginning of the process. So, 75% of the materials are added at the beginning of the process. Unahin muna pala natin si units completed and transferred. I forgot. So, kapag units completed and transferred, it is 100% complete palagi. So, 100% siya sa materials. So, 34,000 yan. 100% din siya sa labor and overhead. So, 34,000 din yan. Yan. So, balik tayo dito. So, dito sa case na to, ayan, kunwari, tuwid yan, no? Kunwari lang. So, sa beginning daw, ayan, sa simula, diyan nilalagay yung 75%. So, 75% diyan sa beginning. Tapos, 25% when the process is 1/2 complete. So, sabihin natin ito yung 1/2. Ayan yung 1/2. Dito nilalagay yung another, ang pangit magsulat, di ba? Ang another 25%. And take note na yung work in process natin, yung isa, 1/3 complete. Kasi itong 1/2, this is 50%, di ba? 50% yan. Yung 1/3, ano ba yung 1/3? So, 1 divided by 3. That is 33.33%. So, baka dito lang yon. So, yung isa dito lang. 33. 3 yan, no? Mukha lang hindi. 33.33%. Diyan yung isa, yung 1/3 natin. Tapos, yung isa naman daw ay 1/5. So, ano ba yung 1/5? 1 divided by 5. 20%. So, dito lang yon 20%. So, ayan yung mga work in process natin. Nandiyan sila. Dito yung 1/3. 1/3 yan. Tapos, dito yung 1/5. Diba? Naintindihan nyo ba yung sulat? Bahala kayo kahit di nyo maintindihan. Ang pino-point out ko dyan, etong dalawang work in process natin, hindi naman sila nakarating dito sa point na to. Diba? Hanggang dyan lang sila. So, ibig sabihin, pareha sila, hindi nila natanggap yung 25% ng materials. Ang natanggap lang nila is yung 75% na binibigay at the beginning of the process. Kasi silang dalawa, pareha silang nakalagpas dito sa beginning. Pero hindi sila nakalagpas dito sa 1/2. Hindi sila nakalagpas sa 25%. So, ibig sabihin, silang dalawa, they are 75% complete. Dito pala, they are 75% complete as to materials. Kasi hanggang doon lang sila sa beginning nakalagpas. At sa beginning na yun, 75% ng materials yung binigay. Kasi yung other 25% sa 1/2 daw. Hindi naman sila nakalagpas sa 1/2 kasi yung isa 1/3 complete, yung isa 1/5 completed. So, parehas lang silang 75% complete as to materials. So, multiply natin 3,000 times 75%, that is 2,250. So, pareho lang yan. 2,250. 2,250. Dito naman sa labor and overhead, itong isa, 3,000 tapos 1/3. So, 3,000 times 1/3, that is 1,000. Tapos, itong isa, 3,000 tapos 1/5. So, 3,000 times 1/5. That is 600 naman. So, plus lang natin ang EUP ng materials, 34,000 plus 2,250 plus 2,250. So, that is 38,500. Ang EUP naman ng labor and overhead, 34,000 plus 1,000 plus 600, that is 35,600. Yan. So, that's it. Tapos na po for problem 3. So, ganun lang naman siya. EUP lang din naman. Let us move forward to problem 4. For problem 4 po, equivalent units of production for materials and conversion cost, the cost of units completed and transferred, and the cost of units in process at the end of the month. So, gawin natin na kompleto na ito na cost of production report, no? Kahit hindi naman niya hinihingi. Kasi ito naman tatlong yan, masasagot siya kapag nag-cost of production report tayo. So, ayusin ko lang yung screen ko. Ayan. So, as I have mentioned, gawin na natin cost of production report po yung nasa problem 4 natin. So, the following data appeared in the accounting records of the Beautiful Company. So, meron tayong started and processed na 12,000 units. Meron tayong completed and transferred na 10,500 units. And work in process at the end of the month na 1,500 units na 2/5 complete. So, ito yung mga cost natin ng materials, labor, and overhead. So, 1/2 of the materials are added at the beginning of the process. So, kalahati or 50% added at the beginning of the process. Tapos, yung balance daw, which is yung another 1/2 when the units are 1/2 completed. So, yung another half, kapag half completed na yung units natin. So, ito, isang department pa lang siya, no? Kasi, wala naman sinabi na meron tayong dalawa or higit pang department. So, assuming na isang department lang po ito. Yan. So, sabi ko nga, gawin na nating actual na cost of production report. So, yung name ng company, The Beautiful Company. So, The spelling ng beautiful, sige, B-A-U-T-F-U-L. Beautiful Company. Tapos, cost of production report. Anong month ito? Check nga natin. Walang sinabi, no? So, lagay na lang natin for the month of February kasi February na. So, lagay natin for the month of February 2025. So, kapag walang date na sinabi, it is safe to assume na yung current date natin. So, ganyan, lagay mo si actual, materials, labor, tsaka overhead. Tapos, ito muna yung ating quantity schedule. Yan. So, lagay natin dito. Di ba nilalagyan ko na to ng work in process beginning kahit na 0 lang naman ang ilalagay natin dyan. So, ulitin ko, mas maganda kung merong word na units dyan, no? Kaso nga, ayan, naka-Excel tayo. Tapos, lagay natin dito yung units started. Yan, units started during the month. So, units started. Ang units started during the month natin ay 12,000 units. 12,000 units. So, plus lang natin yan. Ito yung units to account for. So, 0 plus 12,000. Lagyan ko nga total. Total units to account for. So, 0 plus 12,000, that is 12,000. Siyempre, no? Ay, ano ba yan? Sobra ng 0. Yan. Tapos, dito naman sa units accounted for, meron tayong units completed and transferred. Ang units completed and transferred natin ay 10,500 units. So, 10,500. Tapos, meron din tayong work in process ending, which is 1,500 units. So, ito naman yung total units accounted for. So, plus lang natin yan. 10,500 plus 1,500. So, syempre, dapat balanse sila, no? Equal lang siya doon sa total units to account for. Then, units completed and transferred. Katulad din nung nabanggit natin kanina, kapag completed and transferred, it is always 100% complete. So, that is 10,500 units. Sa labor and overhead din, 100% complete din siya. 10,500 units. Kasi sabi nga natin, kapag completed and transferred, ibig sabihin, kumpleto siya sa lahat. Kaya 100% sa materials, 100% sa labor and overhead. Whereas dito, sa work in process ending, 2/5 complete daw. So, sa labor tsaka sa overhead yan, yung 2/5 na yan. And sabi nga dito sa baba, 1/2 of the materials are added at the beginning of the process. So, kung gagawa tayo ng timetable natin, no? Timetable, ng table dyan. So, dito yung 1/2 ng materials, beginning of the process. Tapos, yung other half kapag ka daw, 1/2 complete na siya. So, dito yung other 1/2 ng materials natin. So, sabi, 2/5 complete daw. So, di ba kasi yung 1/2, that is 50%. 1/2, 50%. So, kung 2/5 siya, 2/5, that is just 40%. So, dito lang yun, yung pinaka 2/5 natin. Ayan. Diyan lang yung 2/5. Kasi yung 1/2, 50%. Diba? Ulitin ko, 1/2, 50%, 0.5. Pag 2/5, 0.4 or 40% lang. So, ibig sabihin, hindi siya nakarating dito sa another half ng materials. So, ibig sabihin, 1/2 lang yung natanggap niya. Kaya dito sa materials, 1/2 lang. Kasi yung other half, hindi niya napuntahan. Dahil 40% complete lang siya or 2/5. Ang kailangan niya is maging 50% complete or 1/2. Kasi sabi, the balance when the units are 1/2 completed. So, hindi pa siya nakakarating sa 1/2 na yon. So, let us compute. 1,500 yung actual natin. Multiply lang natin siya sa 1/2. So, that is 750 sa EUP. Tapos, sa labor and overhead naman, 1,500. Multiply natin sa completion niya na 2/5. So, that is 600 naman. Tapos, plus lang natin yan yung EUP for our materials at saka labor and overhead. So, 10,500 plus 750, that is 11,250. Tapos, dito naman, 10,500 plus 600, that is 11,100. So, ayan po yung mga equivalent units of production. So, para mas appropriate, double roll natin siya. Since sabi nga natin, no, cost of production report na yung ginagawa natin this time. So, we are done with the quantity schedule. Next, lipat naman tayo papunta sa cost schedule. So, kapag cost schedule, since isang department nga lang ito, no? So, lagay natin si materials, labor, overhead, tapos total. Maliliit lang pala. Cost schedule. Tapos, gawin din nating red kasi naka-red si quantity schedule. Yan. Tapos, lagay natin si work in process beginning. Kaso nga, wala tayong work in process beginning para sa entire na chapter na to. Kasi sa susunod na chapter pa natin siya i-consider. Tapos, add lang natin yung cost added during the month. So, yung cost added during the month ng materials, labor, and overhead. So, ito yon 72,000 kay materials, 88,800 kay labor, and 44,400 kay overhead. So, kabisaduhin mo na lang. 72,000, 88,800, 44,400. 72,000, 88,800, and 44,400. So, total natin yan, tatlong yan. So, ang total niyan is ito, 205,200. So, 205,200 yung total niya. Lagay natin dito. 205,200. Tapos, in case na merong work in process beginning, a-add lang natin siya. Kaso, wala naman. So, i-bring down lang natin yung mga yan. Ito yung total cost to account for. So, bibring down lang natin yan sila. So, 72,000, 88,800, 44,400. At yung total na 205,200. Tapos, divide lang natin with their respective EUP. Divide by EUP. So, ang EUP ni materials ito, 11,250. Ang EUP ni labor and overhead, ito, 11,100. Yan. So, divide lang natin sila para makuha yung cost per unit. Cost per unit. So, for the material, 72,000 divided by 11,250, 6.4 para kay materials. Para kay labor, 88,800 divided by 11,100, 8 pesos. And para kay overhead, 44,400 divided by 11,100. So, 4 pesos. Kaya ang total cost niyan, 6.4 plus 8 plus 4, ito, 18.4. So, double roll natin yung mga yan. Pati yung total cost to account for, no, double roll natin siya. Yan. Ganyan. Tapos, compute na natin. Sabi, equivalent units of production for materials and conversion cost, ito yon, 11,250 kay materials, kay conversion cost, 11,100. Conversion cost kasi, ayun yung labor, tsaka yung overhead. Tapos, cost of the units completed and transferred, tsaka cost of the units in process at the end of the month, compute natin siya. So, dito si units completed and transferred. So, sabi natin kapag ka units completed and transferred, pwedeng sa total unit cost ka na lang magbabase, no? Kasi kapag ka units completed and transferred, pare-parehas lang naman siya as to materials, labor, and overhead. Lahat sila, 10,500 units. Kasi nga, kompleto naman siya sa lahat. Times mo siya doon sa total unit cost, which is 18.4. So, 10,500 times 18, ano ba yan? Ulit. 10,500 times 18.4. So, that is 193,200. So, ayan yung isa pa sa ating hinihingi, no? Yung cost ng units completed and transferred. So, kunin naman natin yung cost ng ating ending inventory. So, si work in process ending. Si work in process ending, meron siyang breakdown. So, start tayo with the materials. So, si materials, kunin natin yung EUP ni work in process ending, which is ito, 750 sa materials. So, 750 times natin siya, parenthesis na lang pala. Ay, nawala. Ano ba yan? Ang gulo, no? Yan. So, materials, 750. Multiply natin doon sa unit cost ni materials, 6.40. Si labor, kunin mo lang din yung EUP niya na 600 times sa unit cost ni labor na 8 pesos. Si overhead, 600 din yung kanyang units. Multiply lang natin sa unit cost na 4 pesos. Yan. So, kunin lang natin yan. 750 times 6.4, that is 4,800. Tapos, labor, 600 times 8 pesos, that is 4,800. And overhead, 600 times 4 pesos. 600 times 4 pesos, that is 2,400. So, total natin siya, 4,800 plus 4,800 plus 2,400 plus lang natin sila, 12,000. So, ibig sabihin, 12,000 yung total cost ng work in process ending natin. Yan. So, plus mo lang yan. So, ito yung isa natin pang hinahanap, yung work in process ending. So, kapag pinag-plus natin to, dapat equal siya doon sa total cost to account for natin. So, ito yung total cost accounted for. So, plus mo, 193,200 plus 12,000. Yan. that is 205,200. So, balance lang siya doon sa total cost to account for. 205,200. So, dyan sa cost of production report, makikita mo na yung mga hinihingi sa problem natin. So, ito yung equivalent units of production na hinihingi for number 1. For number 2, ang hinihingi is the units completed and transferred, 193,200. And for number 3 po, ang hinihingi is the units in process at the end, which is 12,000. So, last problem na for this video po is problem 5. Pinagagawa ulit tayo ng cost of production report. So, ABM company uses 2 departments. So, dalawang department na to, no? So, the following data were taken from the books for the month of January 2022. So, ayan yung data for Department 1 and Department 2. So, kay Department 1 daw, all materials are added at the beginning of the process. For Department 2 naman, 50% of the materials are added at the beginning of the process and the remaining 50% are added at the end of the process. So, since cost of production report ito, gawa tayo ng proper format niya. So, heading muna, ABM Company, tapos for the month of January 2022. So, lagay natin dito, ABM Company. Tapos, cost of production report for the month of January 2022. Tapos, since dalawang department na ito, syempre, lalagyan natin ng label kung anong department ba. So, lagay natin, department, ano ba yan? Department 1. Tapos, gitna din natin. So, for the quantity schedule, lagay lang din natin kung ilan yung in-start at saka yung work in process beginning. Kaso nga si work in process beginning, sabi natin, 0 lang palagi ito for this discussion. Tapos, lagay natin dito, units started during the month. So, ang units started during the month natin is 60,000 units for Department 1. So, lagay lang natin 60,000 units. Tapos, ito na yung total units to account for. So, plus lang natin yan. 0 plus 60,000, 60,000 syempre, 60,000 din. Gitna ko lang lahat, no? Para maganda lang. Bakit ba? So, ito yung total units to account for. Tapos, mahahati siya sa units completed and transferred. So, ang units completed and transferred natin is 40,000. Tapos, yung work in process ending, 20,000. So, 40,000. Tapos, work in process ending is 20,000. So, balance lang yan doon sa total units to account for. So, ito yung total units accounted for natin. 40,000 plus 20,000 is equal to 60,000. Ayan. So, compute naman tayo ng EUP. So, for the units completed and transferred, sabi nga natin, it is always 100% complete. So, 100% complete siya sa materials, 100% complete din sa labor, tsaka sa overhead. So, 40,000 dito. Dito rin ay 40,000. Then, for the work in process ending, according to the data, that is 75% complete. So, ayan yung ilalagay natin dito sa labor tsaka sa overhead. Kasi 75% complete daw siya. So, check natin kung meron ba siyang materials. Sabi, all materials are added at the beginning of the process. So, beginning ng process lahat ng materials. Siyempre, si work in process ending, since 75% complete siya, ibig sabihin, dumaan siya sa beginning. So, ibig sabihin, nabigyan siya ng 100% ng materials. Kaya, 100% din yan. So, 20,000 units yung EUP natin sa materials, sa labor, saka sa overhead, multiply natin, 20,000 units times 75%. That is 15,000. So, lagay natin dyan. Then, total lang natin. So, ang total EUP natin for the materials, 40,000 plus 20,000, that is 60,000. Ang total EUP naman natin for the labor and overhead, 40,000 plus 15,000, this is 55,000 naman po. Ayan. So, highlight ko lang, no? Tapos double roll ko din. Syempre kayo kapag gagawa niyan, dapat naka-double roll din siya. So, tapos na tayo kay quantity schedule. Punta naman tayo kay cost schedule. So, kay cost schedule, katulad lang din ng ginagawa natin. Latag lang natin si materials, labor, tsaka overhead. So, dito si materials, labor, overhead, tapos yung total. So, dito sana natin ilalagay si work in process beginning, kaso wala naman yan for this illustration. So, 0 na lang ang ilagay natin sa lahat. Tapos, dagdag tayo ng cost added. Cost added during the month. So, si cost added during the month ay ito siya. 480,000 sa materials, 330,000 sa labor, sa overhead, 220,000. So, 480, 330, 220. So, 480,000, 330,000, and 220,000. So, kunin lang din natin yung total niya. 480 plus 330 plus 220, that is 1,030,000. So, dapat kung meron siyang work in process beginning, a-add natin siya. Kaso wala naman po, no? Kaya i-bring down lang natin yan. Ito yung total cost to account for. Yan. So, add natin siya. So, si materials, bring down lang natin. 480,000 siya. Si labor, 330,000. Si overhead, 220,000. So, yung total niya is 1,030,000 pa din. Tapos, saka natin siya i-divide by the equivalent units of production. So, divide mo siya sa EUP. So, ito yung EUP ng materials, 60,000. Yung EUP naman po ni labor saka overhead, 55,000. Yan. So, 55,000. So, divide natin siya para makuha natin yung cost per unit. So, ang cost per unit ni materials, 480,000 divided by 60,000. That is 8 pesos per unit. Si labor naman, 330,000 divided by 55,000. That is 6 pesos per unit. And si overhead, 220,000 divided by 55,000. That is 4 pesos per unit naman po. So, total din natin yan, 8 plus 6 plus 4. So, 8 plus 6 plus 4 pesos, that is 18 pesos. Yan. So, double roll lang natin yan. So, ayan yung total cost to account for natin, no? 1,030,000. So, nakuha na din natin yung mga cost per unit. So, ang next naman is magkano naman yung cost na nakalagay sa kanila. So, start tayo with the units completed and transferred. So, sabi ko nga, pag units completed and transferred, katulad nito, 40,000 units naman yung EUP niya sa lahat. Diretso mo na yan sa total cost na 18 pesos. Hindi mo na kailangan isa-isahin. So, 40,000 multiply mo na sa 18 pesos. So, 40,000 times 18 pesos, that is 720,000. Yan. Tapos, sa work in process ending, ito yung kailangan isa-isahin natin, no? So, isa-isahin natin siya. Meron tayong materials. So, kunin mo yung EUP ni materials ng work in process ending, ito siya, 20,000. Tapos, multiply mo sa cost per unit na 8 pesos. So, 20,000 multiply mo sa 8 pesos. Si labor, ganun din. Kunin mo yung EUP niya. Ang EUP niya ay 15,000. Tapos, multiply natin sa 6 pesos. Si overhead, ganun din po. Si overhead, 15,000 units. Multiply lang din natin sa 4 pesos. So, 20,000 units times 8 pesos. That is 160,000. Lagay natin dito. 15,000 units times 6 pesos. That is 90,000 naman. So, 90,000. Then, 15,000 units times 4 pesos. That is 60,000. So, 60,000. So, total natin yan, no? 160,000 plus 90,000 plus 60,000. Ang total niya ay 310,000. So, ibig sabihin, ito yung cost ng work in process ending natin. So, pag pinag-plus natin yan, yung units completed and transferred at saka yung work in process ending, dapat equal siya sa total cost to account for. Ang tawag natin dito, total cost accounted for. So, balanse naman yan. This is 1,030,000 din. So, 1,030,000. Double roll na natin siya. So, ayun, ganun na siya for Department 1. So, Department 1 pa lang yon. So, kailangan pa nating tapusin hanggang Department 2. So, for Department 2, kopyahin ko lang to. Yan, kopyahin natin to. Pero magdadagdag tayo, no? So, dito yung actual niya. Tapos, magkakaroon tayo ng from preceding department. Department 2. Yan. So, from preceding department. Dep na lang, no? Tapos, meron din siyang work done at saka EUP. Yan. Kinopya ko na lang doon para mabilis. Yan. Tapos, so, meron siyang dagdag na column. Dito si materials. Dito si materials. Dito si labor and overhead. Yan. So, katulad kanina, ito naman, since Department 2, units received na siya from the preceding department. So, ang units received natin from the preceding department, kung ilan yung na-complete kay Department 1, ang na-complete kay Department 1 ay 40,000 units. So, ayan yung matatanggap ni Department 2. So, units received from preceding, ay magkaroon din pala tayo ng work in process ending, no? Beginning, kahit wala. Lalagay ko lang. Tapos, units received from preceding department. Yan. So, 0 to, yung na-receive natin from preceding department ay 40,000 units. So, ito yung total units to account for natin. So, 0 plus 40,000, obviously, 40,000, di ba? So, 40,000. Tapos, units completed and transferred at saka yung work in process ending. Ang units completed and transferred natin, 30,000. Work in process ending natin, 10,000. So, 30,000, 10,000. Kaya balanse lang yan, no? Ito yung ating total units accounted for. So, equal lang yan. 30,000 plus 10,000, that is also equal to 40,000. Yan. So, doon naman tayo sa work done nila. So, kapag units completed and transferred, 100% complete sa lahat. Pati from the preceding department. Kasi hindi naman siya makakapunta sa Department 2 kung hindi siya nagdaan sa Department 1. So, lahat yan, 100% complete. Sa materials, labor, overhead, saka doon sa preceding department. So, igitna ko lang to. Yan. Kaya lahat yan, 30,000, 30,000, and 30,000. Yung work in process ending natin sa from preceding department, 100% pa din yan. Kasi sabi ko nga, hindi naman yan makakapunta sa Department 2 kung hindi yan nagdaan sa Department 1. Kaya 100% complete siya for Department 1. Tapos, balikan natin yung data. Sabi, ang stage of completion ng in process ending natin is 80%. Ibig sabihin, as to labor and overhead, 80% complete siya. And sabi rin dito, sa Department 2, 50% ng materials are added at the beginning of the process and the remaining 50% at the end of the process. So, 50% ina-add sa beginning, 50% sa ending. Kaso nga, 80% complete lang yung ating work in process ending sa Department 2. Ibig sabihin, hindi siya nakarating sa dulo. Hindi siya nakarating sa end of process. So, hindi niya nakuha itong 50% na to. Yung nakuha niya lang yung 50% sa beginning ng process. So, yung 50% sa beginning ng process nakuha niya, pero yung 50% sa ending ng process ng materials, hindi niya nakuha kasi nga 80% complete lang siya. Kaya ang work done natin sa materials would just be 50%. So, multiply natin yan. Etong work in process na 10,000 tsaka 50% na work done sa materials. So, that is 5,000. Para naman sa labor and overhead, yung 10,000 units na work in process ending tsaka 80% na stage of completion. Yan. So, that is 8,000 naman. So, total lang natin silang lahat. So, ang from preceding department, 30 plus 10,000, that is 40,000. Materials, 30 plus 5,000, that is 35,000. Labor and overhead, 30 plus 8,000, that is 38,000. Tapos, bold lang natin at saka double roll lang natin lahat. Kasi cost of production report ang hinihingi sa atin. So, ayan na yung mga equivalent units of production natin. Ito yung ating quantity schedule for this case. Ayan. So, doon naman tayo lipat sa ating cost schedule. So, ito ay cost schedule naman. So, pag cost schedule, maglalagay din tayo ng from preceding department, tapos si materials, labor, overhead, at yung total. Yan. So, ayusin ko lang yung format nito. Yan. So, kung meron tayong work in process beginning, lalagay din natin dyan. Kaso, wala. So, 0 lang susulat natin sa kanya. Tapos, yung cost from preceding department, sulat natin. Ang cost from preceding department, yung na-compute natin kanina sa taas, ito, yung units completed and transferred, which is 720,000. So, ayan yung ating cost from preceding department. Lagay natin dito, 720,000. So, sa total din, 720,000. Tapos, yung cost added during the month. So, yung cost added during the month ni Department 2, ito, 245,000 kay materials. So, sulat natin, 245,000 kay materials. Labor, 190,000. Overhead, 114,000. So, 190 at saka 114,000. So, pwede mo naman sulatan ng 0, no? Yung mga walang laman. Kung gusto mo na kompleto yung table mo. So, total lang natin itong tatlo, 245,000 plus 190,000 plus 114,000. Ang total niya ay 549,000. So, total, lagay natin 549,000. Tapos, total natin silang lahat. Ito yung total cost to account for. So, plus mo lang yan lahat. 7, bring down mo muna pala to. Yan. Bring down mo lahat kasi isa-isa lang naman yan, no? Nilagay ko lang para kompleto lang yung format natin. So, yung total cost niya, 720,000 plus 549,000. That is 1,269,000. Tapos, divide lang natin by the EUP. So, ang EUP ni from preceding department, ano ba yan? Ayaw sumakto. Ang EUP from preceding department, 40,000. Materials, 35,000. Labor and overhead, 38,000. So, lagay natin dito, 40,000, 35,000, 38,000, and also 38,000. Yan. So, divide natin yan para makuha natin yung cost per unit. So, from preceding department, 720,000 divided by 40,000, 18 pesos. So, 18 pesos naman kasi talaga yung total cost from preceding department. Materials, 245,000 divided by 35,000, 7 pesos. Labor naman, 190,000 divided by 38,000, that is 5 pesos. At overhead, 114,000 divided by 38,000, that is 3 pesos. So, plus mo lang yan lahat. 18 pesos plus 7 pesos plus 5 pesos plus 3 pesos, 33 yung ating total unit cost. So, lahat yan, double roll natin. Pati yung total cost to account for. So, computein na natin magkano yung mapupunta sa units completed and transferred. So, para sa units completed and transferred, ilan ba ang completed and transferred natin? Ayan, 30,000 units siya sa lahat. So, multiply mo na lang siya doon sa total unit cost. So, 30 pesos, multiply mo sa total unit cost na 33. So, 30,000 units times 33 pesos. So, multiply natin 30,000 times 33. That is 990,000. Tapos, yung work in process naman natin. Work in process, ending. So, ito dapat may breakdown, no? Meron tayong from preceding department. Ang from preceding department natin, meron siyang EUP na 10,000 units. So, multiply natin yan sa... So, ito yung sa work in process, no? Hindi ko na itataas, ha? Etong una sa from preceding department, yung pangalawa sa materials, yung pangatlo sa labor and overhead. So, from preceding department muna, 10,000 units. Multiply mo sa unit cost na 18 pesos. Si materials naman, materials, ang kanyang EUP ay ito, 5,000 units. Multiply mo sa unit cost na 7 pesos. So, 5,000 times 7 pesos. Si labor at saka si overhead, iisa lang yan ng EUP. Si labor at overhead ay may EUP na 8,000 units. Tapos, multiply lang natin sa respective unit cost nila. So, si labor ay 5 pesos. Si overhead ay 3 pesos. Yan. So, multiply natin. So, from preceding department, 10,000 units times 18 pesos, that is 180,000. For materials, 5,000 units times 7 pesos, that is 35,000 naman. For the labor, 8,000 units times 5 pesos, that is 40,000. And for the overhead, 8,000 units times 3 pesos. That is 24,000 naman. Yan. So, total mo lang yan para makuha natin yung total cost ng ating work in process ending. So, plus mo 180,000 plus 35,000 plus 40,000 plus 24,000. So, that is 279,000. So, add natin yung dalawa. Ito yung total cost accounted for. So, 990,000 plus 279,000, that is equivalent to the total cost to account for na 1,269,000. So, balance lang po tayo. Yan. So, balance lang. Double roll na natin siya. So, that's the cost of production report for problem 5. Ito yung para sa Department 1. Ito naman sa baba yung para sa Department 2. So, if you would have any question, kindly message me na lang po sa aking Facebook Messenger account. Thank you and God bless po.